Damn hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, hustling, hustling.
Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. How is everyone feeling? Out of 10, let me know. We're going to get into the Bitcoin. We're going to get into all of your guys' coins. We're going to do the charts, the TA, the questions, all that, and more. So let's bring the action. People. Yeah, people. What about people? Big D. What's up, guys? Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share, so other people can spam the like button. Let's get this party started. We just finished up a hour-long sauna session. So that was pretty crazy today. We did another AMA space. That was good. Fun. The Sonic Army showed up and showed out. Per usual, like we've come to expect it at this point. But looking at Bitcoin, it seems seemingly like we're getting some support off of the 100. We have now officially taken out my secondary sort of check as far as downside targets for 48K. I don't think that they're going to happen. I do think sometime in the next 2 weeks we could test the 200, but by the time that we get to it, it's going to be maybe even 55K. And that's what I was saying is, like, it's not the time to be greedy for entry points, because what's next to me is Bitcoin is going to make another leg higher into the 80K, like on the macro move. Maybe not in the micro, but like on the macro move. After we get out of this boring chopping phase, Bitcoin's going to make another move to the upside, but not by a lot, like into the 80Ks ish. And then we're going to see like the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance, in my opinion, is going to start to really roll over. Really, it's going to start to roll over. And what that means is the percentage of the market cap that of cryptocurrency that is invested into Bitcoin. I think that we're going to see this roll over as Bitcoin is still rising. And then that's when we're going to see our real deal alt season. And for me, like, the play is no longer in Bitcoin. I made my play on Bitcoin. I still have 70% of my Bitcoin. I rotated 30% already. I'll be looking to rotate some more. And then ultimately, I'll be rotating back into Bitcoin on the next bear market. Because Bitcoin is going to go down the least. It's going to go up first. And we saw that. Bitcoin already has done from the bottom a 4x. And for me, that's pretty much it. Like, it might do another 1.5x, maybe another 2x. But to me, there's much exponentially better ROI plays at this stage in the game. Put your stop losses in. I'm just accumulating. Accumulating. Because ultimately, like, even though most of these are better than the US dollar, that's how I feel about it. I don't care what the project is, it's better than the US dollar. Solana price for 2025, I got you. Moonriver price for 2025. Here, Alex was going to reach out to you from Hehe. Yes, me and Alex, we hopped on a phone call. Me, Alex, and Cliff. we hopped on a phone call, and so I'm not gonna say like we're gonna do a partnership, but a sort of collaboration, if you will. Alex and myself are going to be doing a show weekly. I think this week or next week it's going to be on Wednesday, and then from there it's going to be every Friday. So your boy Ski and Alex World War Bitcoin are going to be hosting a show every Friday. So Solnik and Hehe, we're not partners, but we are collaborating, if you will. Collaboration. Can you do whiff pop on Solana? I got you. I mean, go 75k. What are you saying, fam? Go 75k where? What are you saying? Tim, thanks for the follow. Wall Street plug. Thanks for the follow, you savages. Let's pull up Solnik. He says, what happened to Solnik over the last week? We are very much still at our sign of strength. Sign of strength. Just waiting to get out of this range. The next phase is going to be the markup phase. But look at this. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows at the sign of strength. Example of another coin that has done the exact same thing. Markdown, accumulation, sign of strength, chopping, and then boom, 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 boom. The cream. Rise to the top. All right, let's check out Solana. My price for Solana is $400 to $700. Thoughts on Bonk? Bonk is fine. I think it might do another 10x from here. I think that there's better meme plays. Is Bitcoin going to drop again or no? At some point, it will. Medium term, I'm bullish. Short term, I'm a little bearish. In the very, very micro, but in the long term, in the medium to long term, I'm very bullish. Hey, bro, happy weekend. Happy weekend. Jasmine. Jasmine, I think about 38 cents. Moon River. Let's look at Moon River. I haven't looked at this one in a minute. I'm feeling pretty dehydrated. Okay, so technically this looks pretty clean to me. Now, I don't know about the fundamentals or the tokenomics on this project, but I'll say technically this is the same thing. And for me, the technicals, let me actually just look on this. Let me not speak on it. Let me look up what the tokenomics is. Moon River. Right? Is this it? Mover, MOVR, right? All market cap. It's a little off. A little off, but not a lot. Maybe take one of the X's out. This is a pretty clean setup, though. But I think everything is going to retrace. And the retracement for this would be $118. Like you're talking just a retracement is just shy of a 10x. I don't think it'd go crazy parabolic, but it could get into the 370. How high can Bitcoin go in 2025? I think it can go to $207,000. Have you seen the Soba chart? Yeah, Soba to me is, I don't want to FUD the project. I think he's a nice guy. To me, it's getting to be a bit overheated. Just normal market cycles, right? So this is already like maximum parabolic. And I think it's going to start the process over again and do its thing yet again, which is fine. That's normal. That's healthy. Nothing goes up in a straight line forever, right? So a couple of things that I'm looking at, and this isn't any FUD. It's just like normal market behavior, right? Normal cycles. So you pull the Fibonacci and you're at the maximum 4236. Sometimes stuff goes above this, rarely ever does it, and when it does, it typically crashes even harder when it does roll over. So that's like indication number one that this thing is getting ready, pretty much running out of steam, if you will. Indication number two is just like getting rejected at the 4236 multiple times. Indication number three is we have a divergence, which a divergence means something is different. And so typically, like if it were the same, what you would see on the RSI would keep rising as the price is rising, right? But we're not seeing that. So the RSI peaked right here, came back down, and then this went higher than this price, but the RSI did not. Okay, so that's a divergence. And right now, same thing. Like it's getting rejected here at the 4236 as the RSI is going down. That is a divergence. So again, this isn't FUD. It's normal. It's normal market behavior. I think it's probably I think he's a solid dude. Normal market behavior though. Accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. You're going to learn a lot about a project, what they do during this phase. You learn a lot about a project, any project, I don't care what it is, during the markdown phase and during the accumulation phase, because that's when stuff's bloody. That's when people are pissed. That's when it's boring, bloody. You learn what the project's really made out of during that time frame. And Soba hasn't went through that phase just yet. So we'll see. We'll see what they do, how they respond. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. What's up? Brett, you think ICP will reach all-time high? I don't think so, but the ROI even on a retracement is still really, really good for ICP. I don't think it's probably not going to go to an all-time high. If it does, cool. But I do think that just a retracement, though, is still a lot. Like, still a really good ROI play. And you're talking of, so I think it's going to go to the 1618, which is about $140. That's still a 10x on a fundamental project. So when I'm looking at all this over here, I don't think it's going to take all that out. Definitely not any of this. And at the most, I could see it doing like $300. But that's still really a really good ROI play, in my opinion. Amber says, let's go, Sonic. Let's go. Ricky. LCX. I like LCX. Mr. Sparks, thanks for the hat, you savage. Oh no. I just realized. So I updated my computer. I'm not getting any of my stuff. That sucks. My Stream Deck is not working. You hate to see it. I'll have to mess with that. You guys don't get the cool. Sorry about that. You don't get the cool thing. Can you do VeChain? VeChain is one that I'm accumulating right now. Pickle Rick. Is that you? Are you Pickle Rick? VeChain is one. If you guys are subscribers on TikTok, you would know that I'm accumulating VeChain right now. This to me is a classic setup. Super valuable setup here. People are like so bored with it, but that's when you want to be buying stuff, when it's boring. Boring. VeChain to me is a solid play right here. 66 cents to 97 cents. Ondo. When Bitcoin goes to 80K, is that when Solnic will go to $25 million market cap? No, I don't think that we need Bitcoin to go to 80K for that to happen. It would help because we've had a whole cycle without Bitcoin running. And you're seeing some meme coins still run without it. Like MVP just ripped from the SOS to this next phase. So like literally, MVP and Solnic was at the same phase, and then now it's running. So Bitcoin isn't running, but MVP is. So no, it's not outside of that. But what I will say is like when Bitcoin goes to 80K, I think that that's what's going to get us into the upper echelon of, you know, getting above $10 million market cap or getting above like into the 50s and getting like some real like national exposure. I think that it would require Bitcoin going a leg higher for sure. And like a real deal euphoria bull market type deal, it would require Bitcoin getting 80 to 150K, somewhere in there. But I do think that this cycle though is about to play out into 25 like very, very soon. Like days, hours, weeks, minutes, I'm not sure. Time, nothing about Wyckoff states time. It's all about structure. But this structurally is where Solnic is. This structurally was where ADA is. This structurally is where VeChain is. This is where Link is. This is where ICP is. Anything at this phase is a good play, in my opinion. That's real. It says Solana price prediction, $400 to $700. XRP, these nuts, says XRP price prediction. Infinite Jim, thanks for the rose and the heart, you savage. XRP price is $5 to $14. Is Ponky overextended? Sonic's gonna rip harder than my wife after eating potato salad. Hello, mate. Do you like Velo? It's not my thing. It's all right. I think it's medium. Ondo, please. I feel like Ondo doesn't have a lot of data, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Yeah. It looks like this was your reaccumulation, and this is as low as it got. If this takes out this high, it's going to go into price discovery, which is going to be 139, and then the next leg is going to take you to 240. What up? What up? Thoughts on IMX? What's your price for ICP? I think you could do a 140. If it wants to go crazy, like 300. It says people are buying meme stocks, need to just buy and hold Solnic and get a chance to win the jackpot. That's right, you can. In the Telegram, every time someone buys 8,000 Solnic, you get a spin at the jackpot. FFIE. Let's look at it. What did it do? Are we talking the stock? Damn. It's down 37%. Holy moly. Yeah, this thing like topped out. How much higher did it go from Woo! 98. So what? I was live 2 days ago. So yeah, that was pretty much the top. That was right here. I don't know how much higher it went from when I was talking about it last time, but 2 days ago was the top. Again. Rip to whoever bought the... Monday it's supposed to go to the moon. I don't know about that, bro. Maybe, like, this would be a better play, I guess. Now that it's crashed, freaking... But people were talking about it on my last live stream, and it's down freaking 77%. Like, come on. Like, it's pretty easy to spot, to me, when something's at the top. And here's your indicator. They're rating my live stream. They never talked about it before. And now they're all here wanting to high five and keep the groupthink going. They did the same thing with AMC, and they did the same thing with GME, and both times it was literally at the top. So to me, like, the play would be wait till, if you were going to play this, I would wait for it to reaccumulate a little bit, and then you can make a play. But when everyone's already high-fiving all around about it, like, bro, it's over with. It's done. They shut down the Roaring Kitty and everyone panicked. Yeah, like, so here's the thing. So they shut down the whatchamacallit, the brokerage, right? It's like, why are we surprised? They've done that 7 or 8 different times now. Every time they start getting squeezed, they shut it down. So for me, if I was going to play this game, I would play it on the blockchain. I would not play this game with stocks. It's like, we act surprised when they shut it down. It's like, oh, that's cheating. No fair. It's like, duh, like, you're stealing their money. They're the ones that have the stocks. They're the ones that allow you to trade the stocks. Like, we've seen this play out over and over and over again. Let's get this bull run going. I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Nah, this is done. This is done. This is, I mean, maybe after it reaccumulates, but nah, people aren't going to see down 77% in 40 hours and are like, oh yeah, awesome. Nah, this is over. It's over. Like, has GME recovered from here? Let's see. Because they were on my neck a week ago about this. No, it hasn't. It's still crashing. It's still, to this day. And live on here, it's down 70%. That's the stock. What about the blockchain? Like, that's it. You have to understand that this is a game of musical chairs. That's what that is. Hopefully you win. Yeah, even the crypto is still crashing. Still. Now it's starting to get at the 236. If I were going to make a play, like, now is when you make a play, not when everyone's like all hype about it. But I don't know if this has any more juice mainstream. That's like, this isn't going to do nothing without juice mainstream. So there you go. Yeah, no, this FFIE is done. It's done. Put a fork in it. It's over. Theta, the Godzilla will, yeah, Theta. I went long on Theta. By the way, if you're a subscriber on TikTok, you know I went long on Theta. That is, I'm up tremendous on that position. But I think I agree with his statement. Theta is a very valuable play still, even right now. It has the same setup as everything else that I'm looking for. Like the only thing that I'm looking for right now in the market, like literally, this is the same setup that I'm looking for across the board. That's it. This is the only setup I want to see. That's it. This is the most valuable setup. I don't care what the asset is. If it has this setup, extreme value. You have your markdown. We call it a bear market. Accumulation. Sign of strength. Back test of the prior range. That's the best play. That is the best play. Okay, from here, theta will easily 4x. Parabolic is a 23x. For a blue chip, that is insane. Is AMC over? AMC is in fact over. It might regroup from here, but that initial move is done. That initial move is over. Patton, are you asking like for a stock or a coin? What's the total amount for Sonic Jackpot? What is it right now? Let's see. What's the jackpot? Let me see. The jackpot is 211,000 Sonic. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot. What was the last one you're looking at? This is theta. I put this one out like a week ago. Or no, like 3 days ago. I put theta out for something that I'm accumulating. I like Caspa here. Caspa's starting to get into a good accumulation zone. It was overheated for a long time, but now it's starting to accumulate. It could go a little bit lower. It could get into 10 cents, but to me, it's kind of, potato. I like Caspa here. TA on Punky. What ASM? Oh, I didn't see you. Let's see. ASM. What is that on? If I remember right, this has the same one too. This is the new, right? This is the new one, yeah. This has the same setup too, if I remember correctly. What software do you use? This is TradingView. TradingView is a free software that you can use. I have a paid version, but you don't need to use a paid version. But you can use this for free. On Ethereum, how you feel about Flow? I don't feel about Flow, but I can look at the I don't think about it. I don't feel about it, but I can look up the TA. I can look at the charts for you. So yeah, this ASM is a good setup too. It went all the way to the retracement and back tested. This is the same thing. Sign of strength back test. This is a solid play below the 236 too. From here, we got a 12x or 39 cents. I think is pretty reasonable. Chainlink to me is the same setup as well. $80 to $180. Flow. Says USEC beat Fury. Now my night is ruined. Shit. Flow. Okay, this is strange because it looks like it's in accumulation, and this is the sign of strength. This leads me to believe that let me look at the tokenomics on Flow. Yeah. Okay. So wait, what is this date? Let me not speak here. 1021. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I think that the inflation on this is not, yeah, infinity. I think the tokenomics on this isn't too good. I don't really have a definitive answer for you. This chart looks okay. It looks like it's at the very beginning of accumulation. Sorry, just got here. Did you talk about FFIE already? Yeah, I mean, 2 days we talked about it. I said it was done, and now it's down 70% from there. So it's definitely done. Patent on Uni. Is this it right here? 2.6. 420 billion. Is this it right here? All right, I would say that this is probably an accumulation. Now, I don't know anything. Let me check the audit, actually, before I speak on this, because I don't know anything about this coin. Let me see if there's any. All right, ant whale. The contract has a function to limit the maximum amount of transactions or the maximum tokens that for a single address. That's not good to me. I don't like that. So they have the ability to, if you have too many tokens, they can limit you or force you to divvy it up. So that's not awesome. What else? It says other risk. I'm not sure what that is. So there you go. I don't like that. But this chart looks pretty good to me. I don't know anything about this project. I don't know anything about the team. The chart looks pretty good to me, though. This is accumulation. This is your markdown. This is your accumulation. It hasn't got the SOS yet. The SOS, based on where it was accumulating, is probably going to be a full-on retracement. So it's probably going to take you... I don't know what this is, because the supply is so high. A 1.4x and then sort of back test. Price discovery is 0.00040. So that is if it's a good team, if it's a solid, I don't know. You're looking at a 6x as high as a 9x from here. I don't like the ant. What was it? Antware? I think that's what they called it. I don't like that. That's not good to me. Ant whale. ICP. Yeah, ICP is a solid play right here. You should not snag FFIE. Just like 2 days ago, I was saying that is done. That puppy is cooked. Ponke. Oh, my bad. I forgot about you, bro. I'm trying to go in order. PONKE. They said, oh, so you were asking me, is it topped out? That was the question, right? It's definitely getting there. It's definitely in price discovery. I can just look at it. I don't know how deep into there it is. Yeah, so this is the 2618 already. Yeah. So this already hit the 2618. For me, that's a pretty big level. A lot of times stuff gets rejected here. I never expect anything to go above the 3618, which I just messed up my whole chart here. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they go above the 4236, but I don't count on it. For me, it's better to be $1 early and a day early than wait for the day that never comes. So for me, this is definitely getting on the harder side of things. And getting ready to sort of roll over. It could go, let's see where it could go. I'll give you your upside, downside, risk, reward. What do we got? Upside, you got 44%, maybe 66% to the upside. Downside, you got about 50% to the downside. So, I mean, for a meme coin, But yeah, this has performed pretty well. This is definitely your markup phase. Let me zoom in a bit and see if I see any divergence here. No divergence on the RSI, not yet. But 2618, that's a pretty critical level. So I would consider taking a little bit of profit. And again, like I always recommend, hold 20% forever. Never sell your whole bag, just in case that's your I'm wrong insurance. Ondo, please. Yeah, about 240. Can Gala reach its all-time high? It's not likely because of the inflation. Thank you for the 16 GGs. What was your coin, fam? Yumi. Investing. So you put some in Solnic. Is this day trading or some form of what's best? 90% of my portfolio is just accumulation. He says, I don't understand crypto, but I heard there's big money in it. For now, I'll stick to options, though. For me, if you understand charts and you understand like options, for me, you're exponentially better. And even if you want to stick with traditional finance, like if you want to trade SPY or you want to trade whatever, you're exponentially better. Exponentially better to do futures rather than options. And the reason is because of gamma. Because you're on the clock. Like every day you're losing a little bit. Futures is not that way. There is no expiration to futures. There is no like diminishing returns on futures. So to me, if you want to trade, like futures is way better than options. Like exponentially better than options. Because it's already factored in. Because you also like with options, not only do you have to be right, you have to be right more than the market is anticipating. And ultimately, like the market is going to get it right over time. So you're not going to beat the market over time, over like a long period of time, because the volatility is sort of factored in. Whereas futures, you just have to be right, or you're right or wrong. That's it. It's not I'm right, but I'm not more right than the market. That's not how it works. So if I were you, knowing what I know, I would explore futures. Futures is way better than options, in my opinion. You can actually win at futures, where long term, like no one is going to win on options, unfortunately. Can you give your opinion on Baby Gronk? Hodl, I wouldn't. Fifi or FFIE is still on the downside. Like, are we talking about the crypto? Is there a crypto, or are we talking about the stock? I mean, I think they're probably both. Like this thing, 2 days ago, I said that this was done. 2 days on my mama. Look at this. 2 days ago. Bro, you might have missed another 10 or 20% from that live stream. It went down 86%. Like, it's easy for me to spot this type of thing out because I've been doing this a long time. And I understand, like, the collective sort of conscious on how people think about assets. FFIE. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with it. This is, I mean, if I were going to, it would be now. Like, it's at a decent level of support. But, like, people got wrecked on this. 2 days ago, I said it was done. It's pretty easy to spot. Jasmine, about 33, 35%. DIT. Dot. SEI. Yeah, I don't know. If you feel yourself being pushed with the collective, if you feel yourself being herded, most likely you're being herded to a direction, and most likely it's so the wolves can feast. So just keep that in mind. SEI. Okay, so this went on a pretty big, crazy run here, all the way to the 2618. It looks like it's starting to accumulate here. Now, it's tough because it's hard to know in the beginning of your markdown what is accumulation and what's not. Oftentimes, you know, you think it's accumulation and you're still just in the markdown phase. I would wait for a big scary moment to classify that as the markdown being done and into accumulation. This looks like accumulation to me, though, I will say, especially being on the prior all-time high. So I don't think that this is a terrible place to accumulate this. Downside, though, you could get into about 30-40% to the downside if this isn't accumulation. To me, this looks like the very beginning of accumulation or the very end of the markdown phase. If it's the end of the markdown phase, you would anticipate something like this, which is probably, to me, it's a little bit more likely. Potentially, though, this is the end of this is the beginning of accumulation. And then it would go like that. So, I don't know. It's still kind of in a transitionary period. We'll check back on that. What'd you say about Cliff? Thanks for subscribing, you savage. I don't have my my Macho Man today because I just updated my computer. He says MVP is up, so I can subscribe again. Yeah, thanks for subscribing. Let's look up MVP. Yeah, MVP. This might be working on distribution here. It's at the 2618. That's a pretty critical level. Typically, though, you do see like 3618. MAGA likes even the 4236, so it could go a little higher before it's gonna sort of start the cycle over again. I like this project long term. I'm gonna look to get in some more reaccumulation, probably down here in the 30 cents. We'll see what it does, but I like this. This chart is so like it's clean, very clean. It's the same setup as Solnic. It's the same setup as Link. It's the same setup as Uni. It's the same setup as Rose. It's the same setup as Theta. This is a very clean setup. This is what I'm looking for every single chart. I don't care what the chart is. Crash down, mark down, accumulation, sign of strength, back test at the prior range, chopping at the SOS, and then boom, the markup phase. Super clean. Solnic, same thing. Where'd you go? 2.42 million. So the markup phase to me is going to be marked by about 3.25 million. So it's the same thing though. Markdown, accumulation, sign of strength, back test at the prior range, chopping here. Like this, that's the same exact setup. And to me, the markup will be the markup or the next phase up is going to be signaled or confirmed. That's the word I'm looking for. Confirmed. I'm like really dehydrated right now. At 3.25 million. Once we get above 3.25 million, the difference between 3.25 and 15 or 25 million could be a day or a week. How quick did MVP do those two cycles? That's a good question. Let me put it on 24. Time to me is irrelevant. As an asset goes on, it's going to take longer and longer to do the full cycle. Time to me is a little bit irrelevant. But let's put it on the daily. So we'll do from I don't know where to even. Okay, I'm going to do it from the beginning of the markup phase to the beginning of the markup phase. That's a quantifiable day range. So as time goes on, it's going to take longer. But 77 days for an entire cycle. That's kind of what we saw with Solnic too. So the first one. Fuck. So the beginning of accumulation to the beginning of accumulation. Let's put it on 24 again. Let's put it on daily, I mean. So the beginning of accumulation to the beginning of accumulation. $68 days. That's insane. MVP will find support this summer at $4. I think so. I think that's very possible. Because, okay, so like let's pull the next fib. Let's anticipate, let's say this run right here, it's going to go to $1. I think that's pretty possible. It would probably come back somewhere between 48 cents, even as 30 cents. All right, so this is a little bit of guesstimation here. But the next cycle would take you to $3. So it would be about the third wave. It'd be about 2 other waves, but yeah, I could see it there at $4. Yeah, $5 back testing into $4. Yeah, that could definitely happen. I could definitely see it. Literally. Paid marketing has its benefits. What about MAGA? Yeah, MAGA and MVP are the same to me. On my mama. On my hood. I got 1.6 million Sonic and I look good. Link, I like Link a lot. Link's a really good play here. $70 or $80 to $180 is what I see. FFIE is done, fam. Filecoin, I don't like Filecoin. Filecoin's tokenomics are ass. Ass. Asinine. Not good. Very bad. I think the project is good. I think that it's a cool thing. But behind the scenes... Like, let me show you, okay? Let me show you. Behind the scenes, what is not sort of public knowledge, but you can see if you look at the charts, when we look at all on price versus market cap, these should be the same, but they're not. See how much lower the price is versus the market cap? And what that means is, that means people are investing more and more money. So like it's going on a run based on how much people are investing, but the price is not. So why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because they're dumping supply. There's no maximum supply. So price equals supply and demand. If they keep dumping supply and people are buying more, the price stays the same. That's what we're seeing. So people are buying more. The market cap is going up, but the price is staying the same. Why is that? Because they're dumping supply. So to me, I think it's a solid project. Return on investment, though, you're not going to get it. It's not going to perform very well at all. You need to do a 5x in price just to catch up to where the market cap is right now. And I think you should be looking... You, everyone, me, when you want to invest in a project, that's what I always say. 3 things that I look at: charts, fundamentals, and tokenomics. So the tokenomics is the big one. And the easiest way that you can see that is look on any project. Like, let's look up Bitcoin, right? So if we go to Bitcoin, Why is Bitcoin not the first option? The fuck? So when we look at Bitcoin on the charts, you can do this on TradingView. You can do this on CoinMarketCap, whatever. It doesn't matter. But when we look at it, oh, that's cool that they have like certain events. That's cool. But when we look at the price, I didn't know that. And then we look at the market cap, like see how they're the same? Price, market cap, it's the same. Filecoin is not. And any coin that's not the same or like within margin, within like 10-20%, it's not something that you should invest in my opinion. Listen, I'm not here to be in an echo chamber, Chandra, or Shardine. I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry. I'm not here to be in an echo chamber. 2 days ago, the FFIE crowd was spamming my live stream and saying, "Oh, we're going to the moon," and guess what? It's down 70%. So I'm not here to be in an echo chamber. I'm here to tell you my honest thoughts and opinions. I don't care who it offends, who it's for, or who it's against. But 2 days ago, literally at the top, they were rating my chat saying that we're going to the moon, and I said the same thing, that it was done. It's down 85% from 2 days ago. That's fine. But timing is everything. So like by the time most people hear about it, it already is up 1,000%. It already is up 1,000%. And now it's like groupthink and the high fives all around. And now most people get into it. So I didn't hear about it until 2 days ago. 2 days ago, people were rating my chat. And I said it already topped out then. Now it's like it's okay, like it's going to reaccumulate, but who knows how long that this could take. So there you go. Yeah, no, that's fine. Up. It's not done. Well, they said that 2 days ago and it's down 85%. I said the same thing 2 days ago. It's down 85%. I said the same thing. By the way, said the same thing about GME. Literally at the top, video evidence. Same thing, GameStop, they rated my chat. And I said that this is done. This is done. I said your upside potential is 22%. We ended up going another 10% to the upside. And I said your downside is 90%. Well, looky here, 80% to the downside. Like, I don't know what more you guys want from me. If you want me to be in a part of an echo chamber and give you high fives, that's not what my channel is. I'm sorry. What about Theta? I like Theta. Theta is a solid value play here. Theta is a solid. Joseph, thanks for the roses. What? I missed one. Nvidia coin. Is this like an actual coin? NV. NVID. Is this the one? Doesn't have a ton of data, bro. I guess it does. This has 28K. I don't know, bro. This doesn't seem like there's a lot of. There's only 400 holders here. There's not a lot of trades coming through here either. It's probably still in the markdown phase. On Sol, I think this is on Sol. NVID. Oh, okay. I got the wrong one. I gotta. Nope. Yeah, I don't know about this one, brother. True. Is this the right one? Says Sonic is looking ready. Soul, $400 to $700. Says stop. It's a fair view, but respectfully, I think that you're wrong. I hope that I am. By the way, hope that I am. I have no dog in the fight. Hopefully, I am. And if I'm being honest, too. If I'm being honest, this is a much better position if you were to make a play than 2 days ago when the Fifi crowd, I don't even know how to say it, was raiding my chat and saying we're going to Jupiter. We're going to the moon, baby. High fives all around. And I said that it was done 2 days ago. Literally at the top. I did the same thing for GameStop, AMC. Called the top on both of them. Yeah, Sonic is... Look at this. Just higher lows, higher highs. This is the same setup as MVP to me. Same one. Same setup. The Fifi Fanatics. Energy and water, like 5 to 10 years. It's not. You're Evan. It's not down 40%. It's down 80%. And the point, like, that's great. That's great, right? Like, I'm glad that some people made 7,000% because, like, I don't care. Like, I didn't have a dog in the fight. I'm grateful that some people got rich off of that. But the point of what I'm making is 2 days ago, they were raiding my chat, and I could easily tell that it was done. At the top. Not right now. At the top, I said it was done. And I was trying to protect my community from falling for this groupthink, high fives all around, getting wrecked, buying the top. Because I understand that most retail buys the top. That is a fact. Yeah, MVP though, same setup. How many days was we at this? At the SOS on MVP? $16 days at the SOS. $16 days at the SOS. She says 3. It wasn't 3. You're fibbing. So we're at 12. So there you go. Nothing about Wyckoff has anything to do with time, but there you go. Do you like Elliott Wave? Elliott Wave's okay. For me though, it's a distant secondary to Wyckoff, but a lot of people that I respect use Elliott Wave. I know Elliott Wave, and sometimes I'll look at it. But it's a distant second for me. How long do you think this cycle will be for Sonic? Probably longer than the last. Yeah, like I think we'll have a healthier distribution than we did even last time. So each time we've had a healthier and healthier distribution. And I think that that's going to reign true again this time. thoughts on Chlor AI? Can mine it as well. That's on Coinbase, right? It's kind of like a DNX. This is like 3. Oh. What's up, Ski? Made 29K with FIFA, going to buy some crypto. Bitcoin Doge. Bitcoin is fine for 20 years. For ROI purposes, for the next 12 months, I don't think Bitcoin's the play. But if you're holding it for 20 years, I think that's fine. What the fuck? Mexi. Is Solnic on Coinbase Wallet? I think it is. Can you check Sandbox? Yeah. Yeah, to me though, I mean, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, and I said that we were in accumulation till I was blue in the face until we weren't. So at 400K, 500K, I called out the spring when it happened. We're at our SOS and we're chopping here just like MVP did. And just like MVP was chopping there for 16 days, it's been 12 days for us. That doesn't mean we have to wait 16 days. That doesn't mean on the 16th day it's going to happen. But it does mean that we are running out of time for our next markup phase, just like MVP is doing. 16 days here. This is the same phase where we're at. This is what's next. Okay? This is the best setup to buy on any coin. So where is AMC? Where is GME? Where is FIFA on the structure? It's somewhere in here. So you have a little while to reaccumulate, get your sign of strength and back test. All right, what was the other one? Sand. It's all about structure. It's not about time. It's not about narratives. Price equals supply plus demand. That's it. Sand, to me, this chart looks okay. Only thing I'm curious about, though, is what do the tokenomics look like on sand? Is this higher than here? Here? Yeah, so I'd say this is probably like double the supply. So you'd probably just expect it to retrace from here. Which would be about $4.30 as high as $5. Do the right thing and give me your pass key. So on early, Solnic never going to 500K again. No. In all likelihood, what's going to happen for Solnic is so like here's the full cycle on how stuff looks. Right? This is what things do over and over and over again. If they're healthy and if they're real, this is what they do. But you could picture it like a stair, like a staircase. Okay? Bulls climb stairs. Okay? So each one of these is one stair. So you have your accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. You typically never go lower than the prior accumulation. So the prior accumulation was 500K. You typically go somewhere between the prior markup and the retracement. So the prior markup for Solnic was $6 million market cap. We have a lot of trading at the $4 million market cap. So to me, it's going to finish out this accumulation, go on the markup as high as 25 million, distribute, mark down, reaccumulate back at 7 to 4 million. That's probably as low as it's going to go ever again. So close to the jackpot now. Can never go against Lykov. Learned that shit in high school. It was in my textbook. Yeah, no, like I didn't make it up. It still works for a reason. What's the jackpot right now? What's the jackpot? Two 213,000 Solnic. Do you have a Discord? I do. Link is in my bio for the Discord. Do you like Rose tokenomics? Yeah, I think Rose is solid here. Rose is a solid play here. MKR. All right, you guys give him a show. I got to use the bathroom. Welcome back from the potty break. You're not just in the potty break, you are the potty break. Who is posting those gifs? So weird. All right, let's get back to it. What was the one? MKR? Let me look at their market cap. All right, so that's good. So MKR, like, this is what I look for tokenomics. Like, you want to make sure that the market cap and the price are the same. And I'd say, like, relatively they are. So actually, let's confirm. A little bit off. But nothing crazy. This is within reason to me. This is within margin. Excuse me. 10%. That's fine. I got the hiccups. How do you see Solnic performance in comparison to Soba? Soba's never went through a bear market yet. Soba's never went through the markdown phase. So, like, so the main thing that I want to see, let me finish Maker before I get sidetracked here. 9,000 for price discovery. Parabolic is 15,000. The main thing that I want to see for Soba is how they perform when this happens. Because it will happen sooner or later. Like, everything goes through that, and it doesn't mean that it's bad. Right? It doesn't mean that it's bad. But how's it going to perform when that happens? And to me, it's like, this is hot, okay? No FUD, this is hot. This is very, very hot. And what I want to see with that project is, what are they going to do when this happens? Because this is ultimately what's going to happen, okay? right? And so what are they going to do during that time frame? That to me is going to, that's when you're going to be able to tell the longevity and the stay power of a project is how do they react here? So again, it doesn't mean it's bad. Just everything does this. Everything goes through this cycle. Everything. So, but yeah, that's what I'd be looking to see is during this phase of the project, how is it going to react? And just because something has a markdown doesn't mean it's bad. Everything has a markdown phase. Everything. Nothing goes up in a straight line forever. But you want to see like how is the community staying around? How is the people? How is the project, the development, all of that. So there you go. Solnick is a gym. Yoski AEG bottom. Thanks, G. PAAL. Says I took initial little extra on Sova because learned my lesson on other memes. Yeah, PAAL. PAAL. Where's that at? Okay. This already went on a run here. It went even higher than the 4236. Again, you see that sometimes. What's up with this audit, though, before we even go into this? Tax. Okay, so I guess there's a buy tax. That's fine. What is the buy tax? Oh, look. Transfer pausable. Whether trading can be paused by the token contract. Don't love that. Whitelisted. What does that mean? If there's a whitelist, some addresses may not be able to trade normally. Huh. Other risk. What's the tax on this thing? %4 sell tax. That's a lot. 4% buy tax. So you gotta profit 8% just to do anything. That's a lot. Why is that? I would anticipate this to, I mean, you could think that this is the beginning of accumulation here. To me, this is still kind of nearing the end of the markdown phase. It's probably going to reaccumulate here at 20 cents, in my opinion. What's on its brand one? Hey, Ski, are the rumors true? Hehe and Solnick. The rumors are true. Hehe and Solnick will be collaborating, aka Alex / your boy Ski are going to be collaboration. We're going to be doing spaces weekly. I don't want to call it a partnership, but we're going to be collaborating together. Bonk, Indy, Pepe. Are you asking me Bonk or Pepe? Some Elliott Way people I follow say we get a Bitcoin top Q4 2024. Do you think we get left translate cycle or normal till late 2025? I think it's going to be normal, but we'll have signs though. Like there's going to be signs that it's done. How did Ski call the bottom? Is he psychic? I called the bottom because of 7-year cycles. 4-year cycles, understanding natural collective human emotion, aka fear and greed. There was a couple other things. Wyckoff accumulation. The main thing though that helped me understand that when it was going to be coming, because normally you don't get that, was from the 7-year cycle. But it definitely gave us some indication too. Also on the weekly time frame, every time that we cross below into the teens or into the 20s, that was the bottom. So really, like, the actual bottom to me, FTX was the bottom for Bitcoin, but the real bottom for crypto structurally was actually Luna. That was the real bottom. This is like a secondary test. This is your selling climax, though, in accumulation. And we see this with Ethereum. A lot, well, XRP too, but we definitely see it with Ethereum. The real bottom was when Luna collapsed. That was most of the crypto bottom, was in June. Almost everything bottomed in June. Bitcoin had our secondary test in phase B. I think it was true for like Gala, not Gala. What else? ADA. Did ADA bottom? No. I'm lying now. But there was a lot of different coins. Quant did, XRP did, ETH did. They all bottomed in June. AVAX update. Ski, you think now's the time to ape majority spare capital and alts? Any dips that we get, I wouldn't call it aping. I would strategically DCA in. Yeah, any DCAs, like, I have my positions. If you're part of the Patreon or the subscribers on TikTok or members on YouTube, you'll know what I'm accumulating right now. But there's a lot of plays right now that are in a good buy zone, and that's really what I'm looking for, is just good buy zones, good value. I'm looking for value, return on my investment. AVAX. All right, we'll do AVAX, and then I'm gonna cut it here because my energy. I'm struggling. I'm fasted right now, and I did like an hour sauna session. So you boys fading. All right, yeah, AVAX to me is a good play too. This is your sign. This is a pretty big sign of strength, all the way to the retracement back to near the 236. This is a solid play as well. Upside potential though, we're looking at from here. You're looking at about a 5x, as high as a an 8x. Do you only trade crypto? I mean, I have gold, silver, real estate. I have stocks. When the next leg up for Solnic, it could literally be any day now. It could be any day. It could be any hour. There is no time frame for Wyckoff. You look for structure. And I'm telling you, the next phase of structure is the markup phase. $25 mil Solnic coins, yeah, that's going to be enough to retire you. All right, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Join the Telegram. There's a constant jackpot casino thing going on there constantly. I'll be live. I'll probably be live tomorrow in the afternoon. Starting next week, it's going to be Tuesday and then Thursday we'll be live because I still have baseball for one more week. But then after that, I won't be live on Wednesday, and it's going to be Sunday through Friday. I won't be live on Wednesday next week, but I do have an AMA. And then the following week, it's going to be Sunday through Friday every single week until the bull market's over. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I will never message you first. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, hustling, hustling.